2 years ago, everything was upside down, and it was hard to see, what we were going to do the next day or the next week, let alone, 2 years later.
Cal had long-term plans. He had short-term plans. In no way did he desire to harm himself. We're certain of that. He came home on a Thursday in mid-December and was going to be home through mid-January. On Monday morning, we checked on Cal and we found him unresponsive. We started CPR and we called the paramedics. It wasn't enough. Best we can tell, he sought out some oxy from the street dealer on Snapchat. And I think it could be that he wanted to take some edge off of his anxiety from being home and gonna have some parent conversation. It's possible he just was looking to have fun, just a good time. Cal thought he was taking an OxyContin, and he ended up with fentanyl.
When Cal died, we knew very little about fentanyl. We didn't know what hit us. We didn't know what to think. The drug landscape is dramatically different than it was when we were growing up or even 5 years ago. And I think that in order to parent our kids today, you need to understand what's going on.
The explosion of deaths that we saw starting in 2020, the year Cal died, was because of the prevalence of fentanyl in fake pills sold over social media, and that's gotten worse.
So they take a pill thinking it's an Oxy or a Xanax or an Adderall or a Percocet, and instead they're getting fentanyl.
Kids are really comfortable with medicine, and it's perceived to be safe and low stigma. A pill is kind of clean compared to a quote hard drug. Yet fentanyl is 50 times more powerful than heroin.
The DEA says that almost 100% of the pills they confiscate are fake. They say that 60% are potentially deadly. It is Russian roulette. You don't know what you're going to get, and if you get a batch of pills, you could have one that has no fentanyl in it. You might have one that's a hot one that has enough to kill 3 people. There's no knowing what you're going to get.
My name is Alexandria Goddard. I knew Cal through theater. I am currently a legislative director for a senator here in Salem. I got a phone call actually from another friend of ours who told me Cal has passed away. My friend said that it was a drug overdose. And that made even less sense because Cal wasn't that kid. And then someone told me it was a counterfeit fentanyl pill, and it suddenly made sense. I think there was a lot of questions in those first days. How did this happen? Why? When? One of the things that I'm lucky enough to do is work with some people who make laws. So really, I kind of used my personal experience, my personal connection in a way to, I guess, inspire some more passion around the issue.
You are going to be sharing...
BSD has this incredible program currently that's really working on educating young people. It's really targeted at getting families and students the information they need about what's truly going on with drugs in Oregon currently. So they've done a really great job of educating people, and I saw that and I wanted to expand it. There's bills that work on giving people the tools they need to test for fentanyl, to get naloxone or opioid antagonists, things that'll save lives. There's some that would really target people who are selling counterfeit pills. There's some that target, giving money to different groups that work on addiction services. So I'm already thinking about him every day. I might as well try and change something that might have saved his life so I can save others.
Kids really need to hear it from all angles.
Where we want to become better informed about fentanyl.
Hearing it in a classroom from a teacher, that's fantastic and necessary. and probably not sufficient. So hearing it at home, also necessary but not sufficient. So it's really important for parents to sit down with their kids, ask them what they're seeing on their social media, what they know about pills, what they know about fentanyl, and having that conversation in an open and non-judgmental way.
If the information I have can help prevent someone from having to go through that experience and feeling that devastation, that loss, from having their lives change forever, then yeah, I need to get this information out there.
This entire effort, I think, really, from me, from his parents, it is for Cal. And I think he would just love that we are helping other people.
None of this work will bring Cal back. Working with others, working with kids is a hopeful act, and that's been incredibly powerful and some measure of healing in our grief.
And so I know that he would want us to be doing this. I have no doubt that this is what he would want us to do.